Hey everybody, welcome and thank you for joining me. I'm really excited to be able to walk you through this orientation process and really welcome you to the company. So thank you so much for your time. And this is right now, we're going to take an opportunity to talk about what it means to be an agent of customer service. So to begin, let's think about what is customer service. How do you define that? Roughly or generally understood as delivering goods and services in the way in which it has been promised. So an organization is making a promise to their customer, and if they're meeting that expectation, then that's going to be a positive customer service experience. But what are goods and services? So the goods are literally what you have to offer. It's a tangible material or product. While the service is how you offer it. And that's really where that customer service agent can build that relationship and improve that positive experience. So how might an organization promise to deliver a product? I'd like to get your input on that. What are ways that they could stand out from the crowd?
Like, I would say speedy delivery promises, so quick processing of products.
Awesome.
Delivery.
The time frame, like we're gonna get it faster than anybody else.
Yes.
Okay.
Like Amazon Prime, 2-day delivery, next day delivery.
Exactly. Great.
Something that we have already here. Something that's we have specialty.
Okay. You touched base on something which I really want to dive into and pick up later, but it's, offering, right? Making a suggestion, being an agent of options and possibilities. Anybody else have any other input on that? I think this is great. We have time, right? Saying that we're going to get that to you. We can offer you suggestions, right? Instead of saying, no, you can't have it at that time. Well, what about this?
Yeah.
And quality, right?
Yes.
We have a certain standard that we're going to meet. Perfect. Great. So how do we deliver that service, though? We're going to say that we get it at a certain time, or we're going to offer these suggestions. We're going to have that quality. Communication. Absolutely. Just in communication within just yourselves.
With yourselves and the accounts that you're working with
the customer, right?
so that they can feel good about the person they're working with.
Right. Exactly. And if there's any changes in that timeline. So one of the things that I want to, and you definitely all touched base on this, is that communication and how that customer service rep can really, help to navigate that experience. So if in the event, right, because we've all been in situations where, no, we can't meet that original expectation, or we can't quite get it to what you were asking for as the customer, but that customer service rep can kind of be that person to help guide or soften that blow a little bit and allow them, that communication that you were suggesting, where, they know, hey, okay, we're not going to get option A, but we have option B, and it's a really good option. So some of the other things or reasons why people don't return, right? What are some of those things? Is it because they didn't get what they asked for?
I think it's poor customer service. There's companies that I will go to because my interaction with their person on the phone was so horrible.
Or even in receiving the product incorrectly after spending so much time trying to get that product first.
Okay.
I've got some broken promises. You promise you're going to get it to me in 2 days and then end up taking 4.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Broken promises, not following through with what you said, right? Not delivering those goods and services in the way in which you said you were going to do it.
And then they treat you as if you're just a money and not
Yeah,
person.
Exactly.
No person.
Exactly. So I do have some general percentages as far as averages of why customers don't return. So obviously 4% wouldn't return because you just moved away.
Right.
They're not there anymore, so they're not going to use you, right? 5%, you know, they just kind of moved on to a different crowd or whatever, and maybe they're just not into your brand anymore, or however they were feeling.
I can see that.
9% competitive reasons. So maybe there's some marketing kind of moved them on to another direction for a little bit.
I can see that affecting the competitive reasons, like cell phone companies.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
With us, we'll give you a better deal.
14%, okay, this is really interesting. 14% is just product dissatisfaction.
I really don't like
So if the product was terrible, only 14% are giving up on returning because the product was terrible. So where's the rest of them? 68% is because of an attitude of indifference from employees. So that's that experience that you have with the person on the phone, or that experience that you have with the customer service agent behind the desk, or you know, it doesn't matter what product it is. It doesn't matter who else is trying to send you into another direction. It's that experience that they have with you.
It's true. And that's with everything though. That's from your mochas to your buying a car to everything.
You feel appreciated that you're buying their product, you know?
Exactly. And like you had mentioned earlier, we don't want to be told no. As a customer, we don't want to hear that we can't have what we want.
We heard more life.
Exactly. It's not that we want to close doors. It's that we want to challenge ourselves as customer service reps to find a solution or an alternative. You know, if you can't go in that direction, then maybe I can get you into another direction. So here's just an example. Like if you had a guest that wants the chicken Caesar salad with shrimp instead of chicken. Well, we don't have that, right? It's an easy solution, but maybe, you know, we swap out one for something else. You don't want chicken, or we don't have shrimp, let's try steak, right? Like you're just trying to find an alternative. Maybe the guest would like spicy tomato soup without the spice. Well, that's going to be a little bit hard to do, right? Because the soup's already made.
Right, the ingredients is already in it.
Right. So how would you fix that one?
An alternative soup.
A different soup? Okay.
Yeah.
It's really good. Maybe just suggesting something totally off the wall. If you go through all the soups and you're like, well, yeah, we've got this one.
Yeah. How about a sandwich instead? It's not spicy.
And when we use it, this is my favorite. You might actually like it more than that soup.
Yeah.
Maybe some of the similar products. You know, you might want tomato soup. You can have a bacon, lettuce, and tomato product.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something that's similar.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I like that. That's good, right?
Mhm.
Or, and I think you're kind of understanding what the customer's really looking for.
Yeah. You want
Tomatoes.
tomatoes? Right.
Is it just soup? Is it just tomatoes? Is it, you know, what is it that I can get for you? Perfect.
But that's like poking and prodding that we ask. You know what I mean? Like, what is it that you really want to eat?
Yeah, exactly. And understanding what that looks like. So I want to, done really well so far. The discussions are great. I love, you know, the communication that's coming in, and you're all right on the same track here. But I want to go through kind of a real life scenario that you might run into here on the job. Okay, so we're going to take just an opportunity to step into the shoes of the customer service rep, and we're going to take a look at this scenario. So we mentioned the chicken salad before, so let's just walk through that process one more time and kind of see how that would go. So if I could get, you don't have to get up out of your chairs or anything like that. We'll just have one person be Sandra, and we'll have one person be the guest. So who would like to be Sandra? Or she's the guest, sorry. Sandra's the guest.
I'll be Sandra.
Okay, who wants to be the customer service rep? All right, perfect, thank you. Okay, so here's the scenario. Sandra recently unpacked and is wanting to place her dinner order for room service delivery. The Asian chicken salad sounds great, if only it were made with shrimp. She picks up the phone and calls you to place her order. Sandra, you want to go ahead and read your line?
Yes, I had my eye on that chicken salad, but I'm just not feeling that much like chicken again. Is there or can we substitute that for shrimp? And now I'm leaving.
We would not be able to provide the salad without the chicken, but we certainly do have a shrimp salad that has other ingredients such as like pasta and shrimp pasta salad.
That's great.
But as long as it has, it has shrimp, we can also have a house salad that doesn't have chicken or shrimp in it, but it does come with great dressing, which is my fave actually.
That's perfect. That's perfect. So you were part of the solution. You found an alternative, and you were helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Very helpful. Sandra, are you pleased with that
I
experience?
am. I like all my available options.
Thumbs up. Let me put the order in.
Which one
I'm
you
going to
want?
go with the house salad with a side of shrimp.
There you go.
All right.
All
All
right.
right. Let's put your order in.
That's awesome. So what's to come next in your experience? You've had an opportunity to kind of dive into and understand, our realization of what customer service is. And it sounds like you're all on the same page as far as how we can be that agent in providing a positive experience. So next in your orientation, you'll be moving on to your safety and policy programs. We have a self-service portal, which will walk you through as far as how to log in, review those policies, and acknowledge them. And then we'll also talk about your benefits package, and then we do have a training schedule set up for you for the next 2 weeks. Make sure you get nice and comfortable and settled into your new role. At this time, do any of you have any questions?